team. So today we are going to be doing the candle opera right there. And you can see it's super, super pretty, very sparkly and glittery and mirrored, which is really, really cool. So let's get to it. So how are we gonna build these? Really, really simple. What we need is 2 of these, and you can buy these at the dollar store. They already come pre-assembled with the glitter and the mirrors. This is $2. The square is $2 as well. And you're going to need, hopefully you have scrap lumber around, but I like the round edges on a 4x4 post. So I just cut them into inch sections. So we'll take a dowel and we'll drive. What we'll do is we will drill this down into the wood. We will then take our trusty super glue that we have from the dollar store and we will secure it in place, okay? Once we have secured it in place, we will then go ahead and drill in the back of this. We also have to make these eggs. So these eggs are $3 and they come like this. What we're gonna do also is we are gonna drill out the pilot holes on the eggs. So drill pilot holes from each side. What I suggest doing is always drilling with a small pilot hole first, so that your centerpiece of your drill bit is able to go into that, and then it kind of works with that, so it creates a hole that's in the center of the egg, because if you kind of have it drilled on the opposite side, your egg might look a little like this. So you want to make sure that it's completely dead on straight, so that when they're through the dowel, they'll look like they're sitting there and holding the candle opera. This is for 1 candle opera, so we'll break it down: $1.50, $4 for the pedestals. The eggs were $3. Glitter, I'm hoping that you guys have glitter on hand. If not, you have your trusty Dollarama store, and these were $4 each. Also, you can get these guys too, and they are $1.50, and they're a pretty big jar as well. So depending on what kind of color you want to go for, get your glitter and stuff like that. Plus you'll need your super glue, which is $1.25, and a piece of wood that you can have on hand, then just measure it out in the center when you are going to drill your pilot hole. Remember, you don't want to drill your pilot hole too deep, because we're only working with a centimeter we're working with on each end just to secure them in place. So with that being said, let's get started. We do have to get these eggs glittered, okay? So I've already started one right now, as you can see, and I'll show you how you do this. It's really, really simple. You can also get this clear Elmer's glue at the dollar store, and this guy was $1. And your trusty paintbrushes that you're gonna need for this project. And again, guys, you don't want to drill out too much, because you want to make sure you have enough room to put them in there, right? So what I do to test this, to see how much room we have on each side, is I'll go ahead with my pre-drilled holes of my eggs and put the dowel right through it, just so you can kind of get a better look of what it's going to look like when they're actually on there. And it's a super tight squeeze, guys, so. So we can still drill down a bit, but not too much. And when I say a bit, don't put too much pressure on it. That looks just about right. I can just do a little bit more. That's about right. Okay. And also you want to make sure that you have a level, guys. The reason why I say we need the level, or why it's a good idea, is just so when you are putting up this thing, that it's actually going to be level and sitting straight. So we will let that sit and dry. And as we do that, we will go ahead and start our eggs. We will return once this is dry and we'll go ahead and assemble it. Hey A-Team! And we have waited a full night for these to dry. It's the very next day and we are going to get started on assembling our candle opera. So first thing is this. We have allowed this to dry all evening. And again, we took our trusty level and made sure that it was completely level all the way around. Now we have to paint the base. So right now it is just wood, and I'm painting it black. And you can stain yours. You can do whatever you want. I want to do mine black, so that's what we're gonna do. And I just gotta get the black paint and we'll get that started. So let's go ahead and assemble our eggs. So we have them already attached. Now what we want to do is we want to take this guy and mark the middle. So now what we're gonna do, guys, is our last step, is we do need our trusty level, and I suggest getting the super glue that's thick gel, because it's not gonna drip, first off, when you're putting it on there, and drip on your eggs, as well as it seems to be more adhesive in terms of making sure that there's full coverage. So all you gotta do is just make sure that you're just putting a dab in here. So let's go ahead and drop this guy in there. Okay, we got him all the way in. Now, what we gotta do is make sure that it's perfectly even on there. It's perfect. Okay. Perfect. So now what we'll do is we will let this dry. Once this is dried, we'll go ahead and apply the additional glitter if we need to from our fingerprints on these guys, and at the same time we'll touch up the base with the silver glitter. So we will return as soon as this dries. This usually takes about 30 seconds, it says, but personally I like to let it sit for at least 5 minutes. So about 5 minutes time we'll be back, so check in 5. Okay guys, so we are back, and for this what I'm going to do is just go ahead, place it back down, and do your touch-ups. Alright guys, so before we go ahead and secure this to this, we really want to make sure that it's clean and free of all residue. Okay, there we go guys. Nice clean mirror, all set and ready to go. Okay guys, so we have made our very own candelabra, and again this costed less than $20 for 2. As you can see, I have another one in the background. Looks exactly the same, and but I wanted to have 2 just for the dining room. You also get 2 extra eggs left over because these are 4-packs. So if you wanted to do a smaller one as well, just to match them, you could do that as well, kind of like a tiered effect. But basically that is it for today. So this was really fun project, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you can replicate this in your own home. Please like, please comment again and let me know what you thought, and subscribe. Until then, we'll catch you on the next video.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.